For this example, we're given the equation of an ellipse in standard form, and we're asked to find the center, vertices, foci, and sketch a graph of it. So this ellipse is going to have its major axis parallel to the y-axis, and we know that because the larger value is in the denominator of our y quantity being squared. So to find the center, remember, is just the value of h and k. So the center is going to be at 3, -1. So we can go ahead and plot our center at 3, -1. The vertices, the distance from our center to our major axis vertex is just the value of a. So what is a? Remember, a is just so this right here, this represents a squared. So a is going to be the square root of this number. So the square root of 9 is 3. This is b squared. So the value of b is going to be 2. And then c, we don't actually know just from looking at this equation, but we know that the relationship between a, b, and c is as follows. So we know that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. So we can isolate the c squared here by subtracting b squared on both sides. So c squared is equal to b squared, or a squared minus b squared. So a squared minus b squared, which is 9 minus 4. So 9 minus 4, which is 5. So that means that c is equal to the square root of 5. So c is the square root of 5. So if we had to plot all of these values here, our vertices are going to be 3 units above and 3 units below our center. So since our center is at 3, -1, if we just go 3 units up, and again, I know my major axis lies parallel to the y, so go up 1, 2, 3 units, this point here, which is 3, 2. So 3, 2 is one vertex. And then 3 units below, 1, 2, 3, which is at 3, -4. Those are our 2 vertices. It's not asking for our minor axis vertices, but we know that those are going to be 2 units to the right and left. So over here at 5, -1 and 1, -1. And then our foci are going to be the square root of 5 units above and below our center here. So the square root of 5, that's just a little bit more than 2. So we go up 1, 2 units in a little bit. So we'll be right about here. And then we go down 2 units and a little bit. So that'll be right about here. Now, what are these ordered pairs? Because it's asking us for the ordered pairs of our foci. Well, all we did is we just moved up rad 5 units. So we just made a change in our y value of the square root of 5. So in this case, moving up was adding the square root of 5 to our y value to our center. The x value stayed exactly the same. So our first focus is at 3, and then -1 plus the square root of 5. And again, we can't combine these because they're not like radicals. So this is just its ordered pair. And then this other point is just rad 5 units below. So we're just going to take our y coordinate and subtract rad 5. The x coordinate stays the same because we didn't move it all horizontally. So it's going to be -1 minus the square root of 5. And those will be the ordered pairs for our focus. These are the ordered pairs for our vertices, and our centers at 3, -1. So now that we have all of this plotted, we can just do a quick sketch of our ellipse here. And there we are. So this is our ellipse with its center at 3, -1, its vertices at 3, 2 and 3, -4, and its major axis parallel to the y-axis.